There we go. Alright, so there were some technical difficulties on my end, as there usually are. I decided to switch from Wi-Fi to Ethernet, so hopefully it won't cut out as much. If it does, that is entirely on my ISP, my broadband, and my router. Damn it. I'm not even gaming or doing anything intensive, and it's like, I'm gonna buffer. I'm supposed to have 100 up and 100 down, but it's a lie. I'm gonna turn the gain up because I'm far away from the microphone right now. So, how is everybody today? Well, y'all up for some story time? So, I've been dealing with some medical stuff, and I thought I was pregnant. So, I finally got into the clinic because those of you who've been around a while and listen to my vlogs, you know I have cheap, awful insurance, so I'm very limited as to the doctors and clinics I can go to, and even then, they're still really frelling expensive. So, I got checked out on Wednesday, and good news is, I'm not pregnant. Not so good news is when they did the ultrasound, they found a bunch of growths on my left ovary. TMI, I know. And they're running tests to find out if they are benign or if they're potentially cancerous. So I could be better. I'm alright, but I could be better. could be better, but yeah, I'm okay. It just sucks. The waiting is what sucks. How many of you are fans of Lilo and Stitch? Well, this is a Stitch sippy cup, and as a true fan of Stitch, what is in this sippy cup is coffee. Because you remember in the movie, Lilo gave Stitch a bottle, and it's full of coffee. So, coffee. Arakusu asked, do I want children? Well, kind of hard for me to say no, as I already have one. I have a kid. I'm a mom. Sorry, had to take some Advil. I'm in pretty bad pain, and the clinics don't really give you very good painkillers, so yeah. Heads up, if you want to make sure I see your question, because the chat can move pretty fast, either at me in the chat, or if you want to be really nice, send it through Ko-fi. Link is in the description. It should be. Link should be in the description, yeah. So if you want to be really nice, send it through Ko-fi, or just at me your question in the chat. That way I can try to do my best to see it. And Jace August asks, how old is my child? My child is 4.5 and currently in pre-K. And I have to give a special shout out to my patrons on Patreon. If it wasn't for their patronage and their monthly support, I would not be able to afford to put my child in the pre-K program they're currently in. And they were in daycare over the summer, which gave me free time to make a lot of videos during the day. As before, I used to have to juggle making videos around chasing my kid around and then going to Reno for work too, so a lot of juggling. Now I just have to juggle it around going to Reno, which is not nearly as hectic as juggling around taking care of a kid all day. doing my best to see your questions. Also, apologies, the text is pretty small and I do not have the best eyesight in the world. In the process of getting new glasses because I've hit an age where I need them, unfortunately, but I'm doing my best here. The body pillows will be available to you guys starting tomorrow, September 1st. There will be an announcement on the community tab. I'll announce it on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, and the Facebook page. Okay, Kevin Box asks, any big plans for the end of summer? Well, technically, because I have a kid who's now in school, or type of school, summer's already over for me. And it's Labor Day weekend, so that means the public pools are all closing up. And we're just gonna have a chill time, just relaxing. It's probably what's gonna go on. Arakusu, he talked about my age. I am older than I look. I really am. Not gonna play guess my age, but I am old enough where if you are, let's see. I couldn't exactly be some of y'all's mothers unless you're like 13 and under. Okay. Alright, a lot of questions coming through. I'm gonna try to scroll up and see if I can get to some. Hold on. Mr. Relaxation ASMR asks, who is my favorite character of mine? I don't really have a favorite because I have so many. The ones I currently enjoy doing the most right now are Takara, Kalia, Ruby, and the Nekos. The Son of Cage asks, do you watch anime? If so, what's your favorite? I do. I don't watch nearly as much as I used to. I used to watch a lot like 10 years ago. I kind of, especially since being a parent, I've kind of fallen off the wagon a bit. But my favorite of all time is Fullmetal Alchemist, both the original and Brotherhood. And my second favorite is Nana. I love Nana because Nana Osaki is me. Yu Chen Yu asks, what's next for Jade and when am I going to post the vid? Well, part 3 for Jade's already up, and it's pretty up in the air what's next for her. I have my notes. I'm still deciding what I'm going to do, and no guarantees when I'm going to post it, because I do like to stretch these storylines out a bit, and fill them in with one-shots. So I don't like posting everything all at once if I can help it. Eli Gresh, I'm sorry if I botched your names, asks, when do you plan to bring Kalia back? She'll be back pretty soon. I am working on something that involves her. It's taking time because it's going to involve a lot of editing. Alex Williamson asks, what kept you going on YouTube? I just enjoy it. I like the community. I like the ease of uploading stuff. I like the convenience of it. Not too keen on how they enforce some of their policies and the favoritism they show some creators over others, even if it's literally the exact same thing. It's weird. But YouTube's YouTube. Businesses are gonna do businesses are gonna do. So I just live with it. I do my best. That's why I'm keeping my adult stuff on Patreon and on Ko-fi, because I am avoiding strikes at any cost. Because if I get a strike, then I can't live stream. So if you like the live streams, I need to avoid strikes. So Charlie Lee asks, can I bring back Seductive Stella? I do have plans for her. It's just how these characters come about when I do the videos. It's like a muse process. So if the muse isn't currently there for the character, I can't really do them or do them well. It'll just feel like I'm going through the motions. So while I have a bunch of ideas for a bunch of characters, new and old, it just depends on when their muse hits me, if I can do them or not. And lately, Stella's muse, while I have ideas for her, her muse has not been there. She's just been kind of dormant and hanging out. Jams Fruity asks, do I have any hobbies? I have a lot of hobbies. I write, I blog, I draw, I cosplay, I do a bunch of stuff. I'm kind of a makeup hoarder and a clothes hoarder. I'd consider that a hobby, and my hobbies get pretty expensive, so I've had to put a lot on hold, especially since having a kid. I've had to put a lot of my hobbies on hold. I haven't cosplayed nearly as much as I used to. I have dozens of costumes and characters, and I haven't really been able to make any more because I haven't had the time or the money because, well, kid. Colin Productions and Games asks, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? I would probably go down under, down to Australia, because it has things I like whales and cool stuff and animals. Or I would go up to way up in the Arctic Circle in Canada to a place called Arctic Watch, where I can see live beluga whales. That sounds nice. I want to do that. Kevin Box asks, what's my favorite type of vid to do? I like to do friends to lovers. I really do. The rant's been pretty fun, because then I could get stuff off my chest and not, weigh down in my brain anymore. And I like doing the various monster characters and the animal characters. Okay, Charlie Lee says, you are my favorite area of smart channels. Keep up the great work. I will do my best. Thank you so much. Yu Chen Yu asks, do you have any pets? I do. I have several cats. I have a dog. I have a snake. That's a ball python. And I have a parrot. So I have pets. I have quite a fair number of them. My house is a zoo. Zane4560 asks, how do you feel about your audience's age range? To be honest, I don't care if people under 18 watch my stuff. It's the responsibility of you. It's the responsibility of your parents. I am not your parent. The only person I'm a parent of is my own kid. However, when I see comments from obvious kids saying that like they want to date me and stuff, that does make me inherently uncomfortable because no. Sorry. Don't mean to crush your hopes and dreams, but yeah, I am off the market. And even if I was on the market, statutory is not really my thing. It's not. But I don't mind, as long as you're mature and responsible, and you don't leave really stupid, asinine comments, and you appreciate the work, I don't really care how old you are. Eli Gresh asks, what kind of music am I into? Better question is, what kind of music am I not into? I am into pretty much anything and everything. I've always been obsessed with I Am I, Who Am I? She also goes by Yona Lee. She's on YouTube. She's Swedish. Pop music, kind of pop industrial. Very good stuff. I also love Nightwish. I love Daft Punk. I love a lot of things. I love music. So... Mr. Relaxation ASMR asks where to get that jacket. It's not really a jacket. It's actually just a... I forget what they call it. It's like a cover-up. It's a little... not as quite a sweater, but... it's just a little cover-up. It's very thin. Good for summer. It's good to wear in like spring, summer, fall, where it's hot out, but you go in somewhere with air conditioning, and then you're like, oh crap, it's cold. It's good for that. I got it at a store called Guess. George Natalis, I'm sorry if I'm botching your names. When is the Supernatural Forest story going to end? We need more Fox Girl. It'll end at some point. I still have a ways to go. There's still more story to get through. You need to meet the Guardian, you need to get that flower for Shoka, and then finally you need to make it back to camp to see what Freya's done with the place. So, it's quite a bit to go. Lemon Fuse asked, if you were an anime girl, Neko, what color would your hair, ears, and tail be? Light purple. Purple's my favorite color, obviously, so it'd be purple. Unless I want to go for realism, then it probably would be like red with streaks, but if I want to go fantasy, then purple. I'm a purple Neko. I am so sorry if I botched your names. I am so sorry. Ejire Giola asks, do you tend for your channel storylines to weave together, or are you just freestyling? Some weave together, some do not. I try to set up that there's individual stories. Some do overlap. But for the most part, storylines are pretty separate things. The video with... Lexi, with her mentioning her story, that is not so much quote-unquote canon. That's just some meta humor I threw in there. So that's just what that is. It's not, they're not connected. It's just what you'd call meta humor. A lot of people do that. Ayrton Durante Kivalos asks, can you make a video of a friend helping with depression? I have, that'll make me happy. I do have plans for more positive affirmation videos in the future, so they will happen. Everything is a work in progress. I can only make so many at a time and so many in a week. You guys really don't want me to burn out. Okay. Like I said, if you really want me to see your question, please at me so I can see it. Please at me. Or send it through Ko-fi, because otherwise I'm not going to catch it. This chat, how it scrolls too much with my eyes. So if you want to make sure I see it, if I see my name, then I'll know that it is there. And then if I get something sent through Ko-fi, there's an alert that pops up on my computer. Shadowfang asks, ever thought of collaborating with others? If so, who would be at the top of the list? I would love to collab with Seafoam. I'd love to collaborate with Miss Shadow Lovely or Fallen Shadow. Any of them I would love to collaborate with, for sure. I was working on a collab with an artist by Soberlay, but we've been having some communication issues and timing issues. Hopefully our collab will work out, but we live in different countries, so it makes it kind of difficult, and everything is being done through email, so that may or may not happen. But yeah. Josh, the producer Gonzalez, asks, how long do you extend your ASMR videos for? I have no idea what that means. Please elaborate. Arakusu asks, what are my thoughts on ASMR in general? ASMR just basically means the feelings people get when they listen to it, whether it is an emotional reaction to like a roleplay or a story, or a physical reaction to a particular type of sound. ASMR basically means reacting in a physical way to audio, and reacting emotionally is still a physical reaction. So I don't care what kind of ASMR people do different things, and they're free to do them. I do not believe in gatekeeping a genre of art. Darius McClendon asks, who's my favorite character? That is tough. I can't really, they're all my children. You can't have a favorite child, come on now. But the character that's most like me is probably Takara. Ayrton Duarte Carlos asks, question, do you got a paranormal experience any day of your life? I will go to a story time with that later. Stick a pin in that. Ahmad, stick a pin in that if you can, or just remind me. I'll have a story time about that. Mr. Relaxation ASMR asks, have you seen a shooting star? I have, because I've worked out in the middle of actual nowhere, where it is very dark at night, and you see stars, and I have seen a shooting star. Leonard Holt asks, you mentioned you used to draw. What did I normally draw? I used to draw some fan art, but mostly I learned traditional art, so I would sketch a lot of portraits, a lot of just people posing. I did a lot of fine art, pretty much. Do a lot of realism, that kind of thing. I'm not much of a cartoonist. Zane4560 asks, on average, how long does it take you to make a video? It can take anywhere from a few hours to a few days to a week. It just depends on the video, the story of the video, the character, how many takes to record it, how much editing is involved, all of that. It really just depends. Lemon Fuse asks, do I listen to any kind of ASMR myself? If I had time, I did. ASMR doesn't really work on me for sleep, just because sometimes, especially the ones where they do random noises, there could be a random noise that triggers me in a negative way, so I tend to be kind of cautious. I listen to delta waves and binaural beats to fall asleep personally. That's why in my relaxation videos I try to incorporate custom delta waves and whatnot into the ambient audio. Josh, the producer Gonzalez, asks, like, do you make them into a 10-minute video or a 30-minute video? My videos used to be shorter because they didn't know what I was doing, but I try to, on average, keep my videos at least 15 minutes long, if I can. 10 is the bare minimum I'll do a video for, and it's not because of YouTube reasons or views or whatever. It's because personally I think 10 minutes and under is pretty short, especially if you're listening to something to fall asleep. I think 15 is a good minimum, and 15 to 20 is a nice happy medium for being able to listen to something, get something out of it, and be able to relax and fall asleep. Arakusu asks, what is my job? I have talked about my job many times on this channel. I will keep it brief, because what I do, I work in the adult industry. When I'm not doing this, I work as a legal licensed companion at a legal adult establishment called the Mustang Ranch near Reno, Nevada. And I go there every other month for a week or two. So that is what I do, and maybe one day I'll make a video explaining why I do that, and how I do that, and how it works in ways I legally can, because there's a lot of red tape around that business, a lot of red tape around that industry. There's a lot of things I cannot say because it breaks laws, which is, I know is weird, but that's just, it is how it is. Murdered Soul, I hopefully read that right, asks, what character do you find most difficult to write script for in terms of the personalities they have? They all have such diverse personalities that it's more so just keeping track of, like, who. I have a pretty good idea in my head of what they're like. It's really just establishing new characters that takes time and are the most difficult. I'd say Jade was the most difficult because I wanted her to serve as a foil to Ruby and not be just a werewolf clone of her. So I tried to establish some character traits to her that made her different from Ruby, while her story is still paralleling Ruby's. You asked, when did I start ASMR on YouTube? I believe I posted the first video in October of 2017, and I posted a few in 2017, but I didn't start actively posting until January, February 2018. That's really when I started actively posting ASMR, so I haven't even been doing this a year yet. Hi, says my hair looks really good. Thank you. It's kind of messy. I'm actually overdue to go to the hairdresser, but thank you. Airtrain Duarte follows us. Have you made a video and later you eliminated because you said it was a bad video? I have videos that I'm embarrassed by now based on my current quality, but whatever I make, I keep up. So long as I'm able to, I keep them up. Whether they are good or bad, that's up for people to decide. I have videos that I'm currently cringe at because I've improved since then, but people like them, so I'm not going to do anything with them. Kevin Box asks, would you consider making an ASMR with a horror theme? Yes, I am planning some horror ASMR. I am. Okay, I'm finally caught up on questions, I believe. Let me double check, because I did get a Ko-fi alert, so I want to make sure. Let me make sure that the Ko-fi wasn't a question. Okay, no, not a question, just a comment. Thank you to Jams Fruity for your donation to my Ko-fi. Yay, Jams Fruity, yay! Alright, good night, Arakusu. Night night. Yami Luffy, what happened to some of the older characters? They'll be back, they've just been dormant because the muse hasn't been there. Each and you asked, Jay's adorable, will we be able to see more of her? I do plan on doing more of her in the future. Jamie Potter Vlogs asked why it takes long to make another Maya video. Because I have a lot going on, okay? I have so many characters. There is a Maya video coming. She also had her chance at a separate standalone on Patreon. There is Maya coming. You guys really need to cut down on being so demanding, because the more demanding you are, the more stressed out I get, and it makes me not want to do those characters. You just gotta chill. The more you chill, the more you let me relax, because I just posted a new Scarlet video, and the last Scarlet video I posted, I believe, was in January or February. So, patience. Patience is a virtue. Oh, my allergies are hella bad. I'm sorry, guys. Tyler Guertin asks, what are my plans for Halloween? Well, I'm probably going to be doing the Halloween party at work, but then I'll be home for actual Halloween. And I'm going to be taking the kid out trick-or-treating, and hopefully we'll be in kind of matchy-matchy costumes, because that'd be cute. Airton Dorothy Cavarlos asked me to start ASMR. It was on a whim. I got this Blue Yeti mic to do a podcast with a friend that we did for a few months. And I decided I wanted to do more with the mic, so I just one day dicked around in Adobe Audition, and that was the first Scarlet video. And people liked it, so I made more, and it took off from there. Jamie Potter Vlogs asked, do I like doing these videos? The answer is yes. If I didn't like them, I wouldn't make so many of them, and I wouldn't make so many of them for free, because, your regular reminder, I am not monetized. Notice how you cannot do super chat on this live stream. That's not because it's off, it's because I am not monetized by YouTube. So if you want to support me with money, use Ko-fi or pledge my Patreon. The loud buzzing noise is my fan, because I have the gain on the microphone turned really high because I'm not on top of the microphone, because if I did, that would hurt my back. I can try moving the microphone. No, I can't. It's kind of stuck where it is. So the humming noise is my computer fan, and it is my ceiling fan, and there's nothing I can really do about that right now because it is very hot and I need to be comfortable if I'm going to be here a while. Okay, Josh Producer asks what I'm going to be for Halloween. I don't know yet. I'd like to do Princess Leia and have my kid go as Rey or Kylo Ren. It just depends. Thanks guys for all the random love your work, love your vids comments. I'm seeing them. Thank you. Appreciate it. Owie. I'm trying to find something for my lips. Oh, Maiwa Moshin Deru. Senpai has noticed you. James Rudy asked, do I play any video games? The answer is yes. Sometimes. I play a lot of dating simulators mostly. Because I ain't got time for anything else. Zane4560 asks, what is my favorite ASMR trigger if I have one? I like mouse sounds not related to eating, and I like whispering. Captain Morgan, you've been noticed. Love Hughes asks, am I excited for Honey Pop 2? Yes, I am excited for Honey Pop 2. Too bad it won't be streamable. Because my Patreon, I like to, for their streams, I like to stream playing games. And some games are just not streamable. Ayrton asked, do I want to make a Discord group? I already have a Discord group. It is for Patreon only, and it is going to stay that way. I do have a public chat room on my website that is free for anyone to use. There's also a forum message board. Free to join, free to use. But Discord is for patrons, and it is going to stay that way. Otherwise, I don't want it to turn into the Discord servers that other people have that become, like, just dumpster fires full of hot garbage. Just, nope. I like having some level of control, and, yeah. The upside to be in the Discord, you only have to pledge a minimum of $1. That is $1 and you can be in the Discord. Most people can afford $1. Oh, Lemon Fuse, I can play lewd games. It's just the streaming sites do not let you play lewd games. Honey Pop and similar games are banned on many streaming sites now. I know Twitch is one of them. So we're at the top of the hour. How about a poster giveaway? Who wants a poster giveaway? Okay, gotta be in the US or Canada, or in a country in Europe where I don't have to pay a crap ton of money to ship it to you. This is because with these giveaways, I am paying everything outright. I paid for the prints, I am paying for shipping, and in some cases, shipping to other countries costs twice as much, if not more, than the cost to print these things, and that's a little asinine for me right now. Maybe as I get more money and more sponsorships and stuff, I'll be able to afford to do giveaways and all over the world, but right now I gotta be conservative with my finances, and I'm sorry. So the first poster print is a little one. It is signed, and it is of Katina. You can see that it is signed by me. It is not signed by the artist because I got the print myself, but I always link to the artist's information in all my video comments, video descriptions. Her name is Anna Maria Bryant. I highly recommend you support her. She does really great work. So here is Miss Katina in all her glory. Okay. For the question I'm gonna ask to get Katina is a question relating to Katina. One of the other characters is her roommate. What is Katina's roommate's name? Mutos33 got it. Mods, if you're there, take note. Mutos33 got it. I asked who her roommate is, not who her pet is, and her roommate is Amber, whose real name is Kayla, but that was revealed in a later video. But Amber was established as her roommate early on. The box on the right side of the screen is going to be where characters will pop up when I roleplay as them, which will be in a bit. Andrea Gagiola asks, do you think my artist would be up for commissioning a tattoo design? The answer is yes. Please check out her information and contact her. I'm sure she'd be up for it. She will be closing open commissions by the end of the year. After the end of the year, she's going to stick to working on her comic called Adler's Watch. I highly recommend checking it out and doing work for me. And that is because she has some health issues going on and some family stuff, and it's really bogging down her time. And she also has noticed that doing commissions has been taking away from working on her comic, which is her baby and her passion project. So you definitely, if you want a commission from her, get to her before the end of the year. I'd say get to her by November, to be honest. Get in touch with her. Ayrton Duarte Quellos asks, "Am I continue the High Roller in the City story?" Yes, I am. It's just going to take some time because I got a lot of stories going. You asked, how long are these streams? This one hopefully will go on for another couple of hours if I don't get a headache and if my back doesn't give out on me, because I've been going through some medical stuff lately and that could always happen. And I do need time to rest before I do my Patreon stream later tonight, which is completely different from this. So hopefully I can continue for another couple hours. My last one went on for freaking forever, and I'm never doing that again because I was exhausted after that and it was rough. But I can usually go about 3 hours. Jam Shruti asks, ever consider making a BTS? What is BTS? I only know BTS as I think that is the name of a K-pop band. Where's my coconut water? I have coconut water. I need it. I think my longest stream was like at least 5 hours, 7 hours, something like that. Very long time. Oh, BTS behind the scenes. My patrons get behind the scenes stuff already. I might do a blooper reel as a celebration for something. I'm not sure yet. There really isn't a whole lot that's exciting that goes on behind the scenes, and plus there's a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I'd rather people not see or hear right now. That may change when I'm able to move out of my current living situation, but as it is right now, I'm pretty limited as to what I can do. Don't start on me about coconut water. I love it. It's helped me get off of Gatorade and Powerade, which is full of sugar and stuff, and it has electrolytes in it, so it's better for me health-wise than what I used to be doing, which was chug down Gatorade and Powerade. So don't get on me about my coconut water love. I don't care if you like it or not. I like it. So delicious. Because in this, it has electrolytes, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, but it has electrolytes and stuff. And it is only 10 calories per bottle. So, good stuff. How old am I? Never ask a woman how old she is. How old do you think I am? I'm 1,000,000 years old. I'm ancient and forever. I'm a Time Lord. Okay, I'm a Time Lord. El Shido 177S. You think I'm doing a fluffy, crunchy slime ASMR? Nah. My patrons know how I feel about slime. It may happen in the future, but slime is a negative trigger for me because I don't like the texture. It bothers me to the core of my soul. But if enough people want it, I will get over myself and do it. Airtime Dorothy Carlos asks, there's something that makes angry of people. Can you clarify? I'll be considerate if English is not your first language, but I honestly do not understand your question, sweetheart. Did someone say styrofoam? I got some styrofoam. I just happen to have some styrofoam from working on the table I'm using to prop my computer on. Styrofoam. I'm sorry, Joe. Okay, they meant, pet peeves. Okay. I do have some pet peeves, especially right now, ones I did not cover in a previous rant video. If anyone's up for some story time. Story time. Story time. So I pay a lot of money to send my kid to a daycare / preschool, and my kid is special needs and has dietary restrictions that are very important because they are an allergy, and that when my child consumes anything with dairy, their stomach reacts. It's basically very similar to a gluten allergy. And I'm not talking a mild one or people think they have it. I mean like people with like freaking celiac. That is how my kid reacts to dairy. Yet, I spend all this money for them to provide food, and I make note of the allergies and such. They still give my kid dairy. And here is where the pet peeve comes in. I asked, could I just send my kid in with a bagged lunch with stuff I know is safe? And they said no, because they have to be considerate of kids with nut allergies. And they can't guarantee that the stuff I make at home isn't contaminated with nuts. And I'm like, why do you care so much about nut kids, but you can't accommodate my dairy kid? I spend as much money as the parents of the nut kids. Equality of treatment, dang it. Oh, dude. The daycare / preschools here, they're all about the same in price. And they fill up super fast. So if I try to send my kid to a different school, they may wind up on a waiting list, which will be a huge pain in the ass. It's easier to keep them where they are. I know there's a space for my kid. I know how much it costs. This is just a frustration of mine. Another pet peeve I have is when people knock on a door and don't wait for a response and then just open it. I hate that more than anything in the world. Do not just open a door. Knock, wait for an answer, and if someone doesn't respond, knock again. No response? Assume they're busy or asleep and wait. Don't just barge in, because you never know you're going to barge into. And speaking of doors, also when postal people ring the doorbell once and they have something for you to sign for, and they only ring or knock once, and they only wait like 2 seconds for you to come to the door, and by the time you open the door, they're already gone with that stupid note on your door. I'm like, excuse me, while I had to put my dog up. Sorry, I didn't want my dog attacking you when I opened the door because you're a stranger. You couldn't have waited like an extra couple seconds for me to open the door to sign for the thing? No? Damn it. Also, a pet peeve where if you're like jogging or running and someone comes up behind you, why they can't just pass you and just go like on your left or on your right and pass you. No, they have to like jog up really close to you to try to get you to go faster. I'm like, there's plenty of room. You can just pass me. I'm going at my own comfortable pace. Just pass me like you would in a car. Just pass me. It's not hard to signal someone and go on your left and go past them. For Pete's sake. Don't be creepy. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Asks, how did you come to make mature ASMR? My background's in adult work, so that was kind of my default at first, but I evolved. Killing Foods asks, in the event Sasha continues to win the poll, do you have any plans on doing a Takara dating route? Yes, there are different, there will be different paths you can go down on. I have planned them out. Just as with Aiko and Amy, there are different paths, and I'm currently working on Amy's path, and I'm working on Aiko's path. Like, these are all works in progress. I have a lot of characters, a lot of stories, a lot of videos, and only so much time in a day. Mr. Relaxation ASMR asks, what does adult work mean? I have a background in adult media production as a performer and behind the scenes. I have done porn. I have been a dancer. I have been a model. And I currently work as a legal companion at a legal establishment near Reno, Nevada. So my background is in that. That's not the only thing I've done in my life, but things went wee for me after college, and I had to make ends meet. Lemon Fuse asks, have I ever played Dungeons and Dragons? We're like, yes, I have, because that's my brother's favorite thing to do. And I used to play a lot with my brother. I was a half-elf bard, because bards are the best. And as question was, if something I don't like, if people, example, parties, celebrations. I'm still trying to figure out your question, buddy. I'm sorry. Like, do I not like group settings? I don't mind group settings. I like them when they're planned, though, not sprung up on me. Later, Jams Fruity. Because being the bard, when your whole party's dying and you're just a bard and you're just playing your instrument as everybody dies, I like being that person. Just like do 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 do. Exactly. Sing them back to life. allergies suck big old donkey dick. I wonder if I have a drug I could take for him. I do. I usually just hum the Game of Thrones theme. I just go ba na 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 I do that shit. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Okay, enough of that. I just was like saying that song at the beginning of the Mink video. Oh, that song, that's actually Minerva Mink's theme song that they play at the beginning for cartoons. I guess I could sing it. You want me to sing it? Raise your hand. Killing Foos, do I have plans for a Tsunari character? I already have one in Yumi, but yes, I have plans for more in the future. They're just interesting. Gonna wet the whistle. It's not pretty being me. Just try it and you see. It's harder than you think to be a gorgeous mink. La da dum dee da dee. It's not pretty being me. How do I think of new characters? They just like come to me like in a dream, only not really because I'm awake, and then I just write them down and I'm like, you're a character now. They're usually inspired by like real people I know, especially from work, or just random things that happen. Inspiration comes from everywhere. The most stupid thing I ever done, but still worked out in the end. My job when I'm not doing this. That is the stupidest thing I've ever done. But so far it seems to be working out. I've been doing it for almost 3 years. Hey, does anyone speak Spanish? Cause Airton, if you can, maybe ask your question in Spanish, and then someone could translate for you. That way, maybe I can better understand what you mean. That's just an idea. I wish I had a vape so then I could be all cool like Rob Dyke and then just vape and stream, but I lost my vape into the void a couple months ago when I went on a cleaning spree. It's in the void. R.I.P. Vape Chan. Vape. Hello, everybody. Yes. Kalia's coming back soon. I just did a video of her like a week ago, so these things, they take time. They take the time. My charm bracelet is awesome. It's so jingly. Later, everyone leaving. Have a good day, night, anything. I'd have to listen to the Russian accent because I don't hear a lot of Russian outside of Orange is the New Black. So I actually would have to listen to someone speak the Russian for me to be able to pick it up again. Because I'm one of those weird people where if I hear an accent long enough, I absorb it and then I can speak it, but I have to absorb it first. Like when I listen to David Tennant a lot in his original accent, not his Doctor Who accent, when he speaks in Scottish, I started having a slight Scottish brogue. Later, lemon fuse. If you want to see what's on my charm bracelet, I can do my best to show you. I have a camera charm. I have a whale charm. A dreidel charm. I have a charm that says you have a heart of gold, and on the back it says Mom. I have a dolphin charm, and I have a Star of David charm. I know, I didn't make this myself, I've just been collecting these charms. When did I get this bracelet? This particular one I got a couple months ago. I've just been adding charms to it. I guess you consider it a hobby. Each charm actually does mean something. If you want to know the meaning, let me know. But yeah, each charm actually has a special meaning. I did not get them randomly. Jacob Irwin asks, have you heard the song we always called Can't Help Falling in Love With You? Yes, I have, because they played it in Lilo and Stitch. It is a good song. It is definitely a good song. YouTube, look at my nail. It's cracked and it's about to break off. It makes me sad. Ayrton asks if I'll do ASMR of Soviet Russia or a war. I don't know, that might be offensive to people. As for a war ASMR, that is not my forte, but that is something my partner is looking to get into. That is more his forte. How did it break? I got it caught in a door. Jingles. He has stuff he wants to do with me. It's just scheduling because he is always super freaking busy with work and life. At the time we do get together, we spend together, not doing much. He has been on the streams for Patreon, so my patrons know him. And we do a thing for Patreon called Tide Podcast, which is just a silly podcast we do for fun where we just bullshit. It's pretty funny. We go off on random tangents. But yeah, he's looking to start his own channel, do some collaborative stuff with me, mostly do his own thing. I just help him because he really doesn't know how to get started. He just has ideas. But some of my patrons really like his voice. What is my favorite band? My favorite band is I Am I, Who Am I? By Yona Lee. Second favorite band is Nightwish. Have I heard Marilyn Manson? Yes, I have. I love Your Own Personal Jesus. I love Beautiful People. I love quite a few things. My favorite movie? Favorite movie is A Clockwork Orange. Need to stretch a bit. My shirt has an elephant on it. Look at my elephant. It's an elephant. My favorite book, that's The Giver by Lois Lowry. I did not like the movie, but I still love the book. Algeria Girl asked, was that my partner in the guy as the guy at the beginning of Takara's latest video? No, that was a special audio clip that I got permission to use for that video because it was very fitting. That was not him. Sounds very similar to him though. His voice is very similar. Do I like the cloths? Which cloths? What cloths? I like cloths. Cloths? What? Cloth? Hello. So what are you all up to? Any other questions or anything? Giving away pillows or phone cases will happen in the future, probably next year. They are expensive to make, so I can't justify giving them away until I have some capital where I can afford to give them away, if that makes any sense. Right now, all I can really afford are these easy to produce poster prints. It's really all I can do to give away right now. Maybe some stickers, easy stuff. But in the future, as I build more capital, which you can help by pledging to me on Patreon and stuff, I may be able to do that. Kevin Box says, I've just started a petition to get your channel monetized. With your permission, I'd like to share the link. By all means, do share. You have my permission. Share the link. Yes, every voice, unless I note otherwise on my channel, is me. I think there is only one video with a female voice that is not me, and that is the video with the characters Paige and Anya. Anya is voiced by my friend Lena Starr. Every voice for every character, all these characters, is me. I do all of them. So part of why it takes some videos so long is just that there are certain voices I can't do at a given time because my lungs aren't up for it. It requires a lot of breath, or my throat's not up for it, or my allergies are just too out of whack. So I have a pretty wide range of voices. Reno's alright. I don't live there though, so... Oh, well, thank you, Kenshi Gaming. I hope you have a good night. I'm trying so hard to prop up my back, you guys. It's not going very well. Hey mods, can you save that link from Kevin, please? Jacob Irwin asked, do I plan on doing a U.S. tour for meet and greets or something like that? Yes, I do. Again, probably not until next year. I think this year I may work in time to do one in Texas somewhere. City's still up in the air. It might be Dallas, might be Austin. But I do plan on doing a Texas meet and greet this year. As for next year, it really depends on money. Should I do a GoFundMe or something to fund a live tour? That's a possibility, because as of right now, I don't have the capital to front a tour myself. Don't worry about my back, you guys. My back is always in pain. It's like how the Hulk is always angry. My back is always angry. My back is always like, you're gonna hurt now. So you need to be propped up and supported. I wish they made like a bra for your back to support support it like a good bra supports your boobs. There we go. All nice and supportive mostly. Scooch back a bit. Don't fret, Jacob. New Jersey/New York would be a stop if I did a tour, because I do have family in New Jersey/New York. So I wouldn't have to necessarily put myself up in a hotel. I would have to fund the function space for the meet and greet. I don't need a back brace. Like, I really don't. It's just my arthritis kind of gets agitated. One of the mods, save that link so it can be shared in videos and stuff. Vegas would probably be on the list, but I'm personally not a big fan of Vegas, and people who know my work history know why I'm not a fan of Vegas. I want a snack. I want to snick a snack. A snickety snack. I will be doing some voice acting soon. I'm just getting through the Q&A bits first. And letting my voice warm up, because I really haven't used it much today. I'm trying to clear out this little allergy thing I got going on. I was eating a Hershey's chocolate bar with almonds. And now I'm drinking some coconut water. Ooh. Alright, we're on the next giveaway. Who's excited for the next poster? Jacob asks if I like classic or modern band songs music better. Modern being 2000 and up. I like a mix. That's what I like, is a mix. Alright, to reiterate the rules, you basically have to live somewhere where it's not expensive for me to mail it to, so that pretty much limits to the United States, Canada, and certain parts of Europe. I am sorry if you live in Asia or Australia or South America, you are excluded. I am very sorry, but I have priced out to ship down there, and out there it costs twice to 3 times as much to produce the posters. So you have to live in the US, Canada, Mexico, or parts of the Europe that it is not involved for me to ship to. So here is the next poster. It is signed. Art is by Anna Maria Bryant, and it is of Amber. So get a nice look at Amber. Okay, and the question to win Amber is, what is the name of the establishment where Amber works? First person to answer correctly who meets qualifications wins. So mods, please keep an eye on chat, please. It does have to be spelled correctly. Primordial anger, got it. Alright, wait, no. Spell it correctly. Come on, spell it correctly. There you go. Okay, that counts. Primordial anger, got it. You spelled it correctly. There you go. is one more left, and it is full size. So stick around, there is one more. Mods, please make note that Primordial Anger got it, so I can reach out. If you want to know how these people are mods, those who are mods are on my Discord server. They're patrons. They've been around the channel practically since the beginning, so I've gotten to know them. So people were asking, how do I become a mod earlier on? That is how you get mod status. It's nothing personal. It's a matter of what time zone you live in and how well I know you. I'm also going to say, if you have previously won a giveaway, please don't participate. As much as I love you guys, give other people a chance to win. Oh, that was lackluster. Hello, Karchan. So, are there any more questions for me? By chance? Any more questions I can answer? Jacob asked, next time Ruby's around. She'll be back soon. Her next one is a work in progress. Kevin asks, do I play any video games? Yes, I do. I play mostly like dating simulators and things like The Sims. Relaxed games. I used to play fighting games with my brother, but that is a special sacred thing between me and my brother. Mr. Domino asks, would I consider taking up boxing? Maybe kickboxing. I have considered doing MMA, but not like professionally, just as a form of exercise. So I might do that. Mr. Relaxation ASMR asks, favorite video game? That would be Guilty Gear, because that is a special game between me and my brother. I know what I'm doing looks weird, but I'm just playing with the ring on my finger. Daria says, do I have a Nintendo Wii? I do, but it's my kids. I also have a Nintendo Switch. Mr. Relaxation ASMR asks if I play Animal Crossing. The answer is, I've watched people play it. Not a fan myself. It's a little too, I don't know what, but not really my cup of tea. This Kalia pillow is so comfy. Dwayne G asks, got any more stories to share right now? Well, what kind of stories? Hello. Stay awesome, Tyler. Good night. Have a good night, people leaving. Most pain I've been in has been childbirth. Nothing compares to that. The epidural did not work. I have a funny convention story involving I have two funny convention stories involving a friend of mine. The first funny story involving this friend, and no, I don't draw the characters. My friend Anna Maria Bryant draws the characters. I link her website and her portfolio in all of my video descriptions, so please check her out. Anyway, so first funny story. Let's call this friend Shay. We had a bunch of us were staying in a room at a convention. We were all underage but drinking anyway. We drank a lot. And my brother, who is much older than me, was overseeing all this. And Shay insisted that she really, really wanted to go to the rave the convention was happening. Like, she really wanted to go to the rave. But it was a bad idea because she was underage and she was drunk. And my brother knew this, so he would not let her leave the room. Like, she'd get up and run to the door. He'd run over, he'd grab her, pick her up, plop her on the bed. She would run towards the door, he'd pick her up, plop her on the bed, and insist that she stay there. And eventually, she got so fed up, she looked him dead in the eye and goes, "You're a mean man. You're a mean, fat man." And she said it with such meanness and such conviction that she was hoping to insult him. And he just laughed. And here's another Shay story that also involves her being shit-faced drunk. We were at a convention, me, her, and her girlfriend. We were wandering the halls. She was drunk. She had a concoction of Powerade and Everclear. What a lovely concoction. To those of you who don't know what Everclear is, it is a type of alcohol that is similar to vodka with a minimum of 80 proof. It is very strong. And she mixed it with a bit of Powerade, and she was drinking it out of a Powerade bottle, and she was hammered, and she was wandering around. Now, this convention happened to be sharing function space with a Christian conference convention thing. We were at the anime manga convention, but there was also a Christian convention. We took a wrong turn, but she insisted on going that way. And she sees a door that had a panel going on. She thought it was the yaoi panel in the anime wing, and she wouldn't listen to us when we said it wasn't. So she bust the door open and just yelled, "Rimming is hot!" And then all these Christians just turned to stare at her, and me and her girlfriend were just like, sorry, we're gonna get her out of here. And we just kind of grabbed her and shuffled her along. We're like, told you, yaoi panels this way. Come on, girl. Let's drag you. Okay, how many of you have seen the original dub for Fullmetal Alchemist? Okay, so are you familiar with the character of Fury? He's one of Roy Mustang's subordinates. Fury is the subordinate that has like the short hair and the glasses and stuff. Anyway, he's voiced by Kevin McConnelly, I think that's how his name is pronounced. And back when the original dub came out, the voice actors were pretty active online, and I ran a chat room at the time through AOL. And Kevin would come in, he'd interact with us. We were all just a bunch of teenage girls, nothing inappropriate, but we decided to form a little fan club called Kevin's Boobies. It was an inside joke at the time, and by boobies we meant the bird, the bird from the Galapagos Islands, the blue-footed booby. Don't get all nude on me. We were Kevin's blue-footed boobies, and we all got together for a convention, and Kevin was there, and he came up to a room party, and we all had Kevin's Boobies t-shirts, these blue t-shirts with pictures of blue-footed boobies on it, and it said Kevin's Boobies on it. And then we made a special shirt with the boobies on it saying Kevin, leader of the boobies. And we gave it to him, and he laughed so hard he put it on, and we just had a really good time. Nothing inappropriate happened. He just was happy that there were a bunch of very pretty young girls who just thought he was awesome, considering he played a very minor character. He wasn't famous or anything. Okay, how many of you have heard of the voice actor Vic Mignogna? He is the lead voice of Ed Elric in Fullmetal Alchemist. I had a birthday party at a convention in my hotel room. I had a whole bunch of friends who came from all over the country to come stay with me. It was a big party, huge room party. A bunch of random people came to crash it, including some minor voice actors. And then as we're in the middle of drinking, having a good time, who comes up to the room but Vic Mignogna himself? And Vic Mignogna at the time was super Christian, preached, drinking's bad, this is bad, partying is bad. So it was quite surprising to see Vic show up at a room party full of alcohol and debauchery. And he comes in, he grabbed a strawberry daiquiri that was my friend Trisha's strawberry daiquiri. And we have photos of him holding the daiquiri, drinking the daiquiri, and enjoying that daiquiri in my room at my party. And after that, he still went on to say that he didn't partake in alcohol or anything. When, after that party, friends of mine saw him with other people in the bar of that hotel. So we're like, Vic drinks. He's a liar. And we have photographic proof that Vic had that daiquiri. If you look up, I think it's still there, on his Encyclopedia Dramatica article, I believe that there is a picture of him up there still, holding a clear plastic cup with a drink with a pink liquid in it. That is a strawberry daiquiri. That is a photo from my party. I do throw the best parties. What can I say? I like to party. I like to party hottie. See you later, Jacob. Oh, I'm okay. Just my back is a bit aggravated, but it is an ongoing issue that I'm trying to get treated, so no biggie. Jackass, do you play any musical instruments? The answer is yes. I play the flute, the violin, the trumpet, the guitar, the piano, the clarinet, and a wee bit of cello, and the didgeridoo. Let me be right back to go TT, and I will start role-playing. And I believe I will start with, let me know who you like in some comments, and I will see that when I get back. But I do have to BRB, I have to go TT. Returned. I want to see if I can move this mic any closer to me. I can, sort of. Ruby is the winner? Okay, so Ruby it is. Alright, gonna move. Who disliked this stream? Is it because is it because you lost the giveaway? No, poor BBs. Oh well. Can't win them all. Microphone caught on me.
Hey there, it's me, Ruby. This is my first time using a computer to live stream like this. It's also my first night alone in a pretty long time. Hello there. Nice to meet you too. I've heard people use these things to be asked questions. Does anyone have any questions for me? Maybe? Oh, I have been super busy with work. If you didn't know, I work as a freelance web designer for a pretty big company. I also do data networking. And with it being summer, there's been a pretty big demand for my kind of work. Mostly helping schools get their websites up to scratch and whatnot, but it's been keeping me pretty busy. And so has my lover. He keeps me very busy. My lover is my lover. Who knows, he could be watching right now. You all have very unique names you're using. Who knows, one of you could be him, just watching me. I actually find that rather exciting. How often do I hunt? Well, I don't actually hunt in the traditional sense. I have blood that is dropped off for me in various discreet locations, or if the timing is right, delivered to me directly. It's blood from donation centers that's too tainted for human use and otherwise would go to waste, but my maker gets a hold of it and distributes it, so that is how my lover and I eat. What do I think about werewolves? Well, I've only met a few in passing, and the ones I've met haven't been competition for food or anything, so I don't mind them. I knew a wolf once upon a time. He was nice, but not my lover. My favorite blood type is O negative. For some reason it tastes better than the rest of them. I did unfortunately used to... Oh. Hang on a second, guys. I have to pause. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. There might be some background noise, you guys. That's because there are other people home. So apologies. Anyway, back to Ruby. Hello, guys. Oh no, I can have tainted blood. It just has different effects on me, but I can't catch any human-born illnesses or anything, so it's pretty safe. But as for before modern medicine, my maker did teach me how to hunt, and I didn't particularly enjoy it, so I hunted very sparingly, only when I needed to. And I usually tried to go for people that no one would miss, which was pretty dangerous, but I just couldn't bear to hurt any innocent people. Blood is blood for me, I guess. I guess I prefer regular. I don't really have much of a sweet tooth. Oh, any rival groups of vampires? No, we don't really have any rivals. We all kind of work together to keep our underground society alive. It's better to cooperate and not compete. Sunlight? Oh, it burns. It hurts my eyes. If I'm in it too long, I get very drained and very weak. So I avoid it. Shiloh? No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. I'm sorry. Is that a vampire you know? There are quite a few of us all over the place. I don't know everybody, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Oh, as a vampire, I do have advanced hearing, speed, and very, very good eyesight, better than humans. How do you become a vampire? Well, you get bit by a vampire, and then you have to have a drop of their blood ingested by you, so then you don't drain out and die, but instead you become a vampire yourself. How many people have I turned? Aside from my lover, only one other a long time ago. I found my baby sister, baby Sophie. years and years ago, and she was already an adult and she was very sick and dying, so I tried to turn her to save her, but it didn't work out. As a vampire, she went rogue and she went wild and, well, got killed by vampire hunters, so that was it. That was the only person I turned up until I met my love. My maker, my father, really didn't want me turning anybody. I just lived my life. My lover was aggressive in the beginning, but now that he's gotten used to it, he's much better about it. In the beginning, you do tend to try to go rogue and you try to go wild, but it's important to fight those urges and overcome them so you can better blend in with society and live a long time and not catch any attention from potential hunters. It's really important because there are humans out there that hunt things like vampires and werewolves, and so we all gotta do our best to live in our underground societies and lay as low as we possibly can. Which is why vampires and werewolves alike try our best to avoid eating and consuming live humans and go for alternate routes. Because nothing catches the eyes of hunters more than humans getting harmed. Have I ever been captured by hunters? Well, I did get caught by these two hunters, these two brothers, Sam and Dean Winchester, but when they saw that I wasn't a threat, and when they got a call by the organization my maker belongs to, they let me go, because having been made by my maker, I fall under the jurisdiction of his organization and the people responsible for him, so they had to let me go. Plus, I really am no harm to any humans. I'm really not. Oh no, I don't work for the Helsing organization. I'm just an American-based associate for them. Like, if I hear any important intel that might be of interest to them, I do forward it to my maker. But other than that, if there's nothing going on, I don't actually work for them or anything. But because I was made by him, they do keep an eye on me. I've never heard of a Marceline. Nope. Did I want to be turned? Well, initially, I didn't know what it was. There were creatures attacking my village when I was young, and my family fled. At the time I was sick. I had tuberculosis, and I was asleep when my family abandoned the home and abandoned the farm. But I woke up and I was alone, and I heard strange, scary noises outside and people shooting them, and it was just very frightening, and I was so very sick. And then a mysterious man showed up at my home looking for something and found me, and it just so happened to be at that time my tuberculosis had overcome me. But instead of dying, I woke up and I was different. I was like this. He decided to keep me alive by turning me. I still don't know why. Maybe he had pity for me, a poor young 19-year-old girl, left alone in all that chaos. Or maybe he just thought I was pretty. He has an interesting attitude and personality, but either way, I'm always eternally grateful to him. Yes, oh, you have heard of my maker. I've heard he's a pretty famous vampire, yes. No, Alucard has never been anything but kind and professional towards me. I've seen him be kind of lewd and rude towards other women, but I don't know, maybe he sees me as kind of a daughter or something. I don't know. But it hasn't caused any issues with anyone else he associates with, so everything's okay. As for making friends over the years since I turned, well, I tried at first, just like how I tried to find my family, but I did learn that people eventually die, and it's very painful, so I kept my distance. But then I made my friend who became my current lover, and I knew I wanted to keep him around forever. So that's why when I confessed my love, and he loved me too, and agreed to turn, I was, well, beyond elated. Will I ever return to my village? Well, unfortunately I've tried, but it's been many years, 100 years even. My village is unfortunately long gone. Oh, I've lost track of time over the years, that's for sure. But I've gone to university many times over because, well, I'm stuck as a 19-year-old forever. So I have degrees on top of degrees, certificates on top of certificates. I always do my best to keep up with modern times the best I can. It's why I work with computers now. I think the hardest degree to get was my computer science degree, and that's because computers and technology were just so new to me on top of what I already learned before, while other people had an easier time with it, but I got through it and I got it, and I'm really proud of it. Oh, I don't know if I could ever be friends with a hunter. From the experience of other vampires I talk to, they're not easily trustable. So I really don't know. Because kindness can always be a farce. You never know what their true intentions are. Oh, hello there in France. I'm in America. My favorite activity, now that I'm turned? It's, making love to my lover, because there's just so much more passion and excitement than there ever was in the act when I was human. Do all of my nutrients come from blood? Yep, all of my nutrients come from blood. Blood and moonlight. My lover and I met as friends at a computer software developer conference years ago. He just went as a guest because he was curious about the new technology, and I was working a booth for the company I worked for at the time, and we met and we hit it off, and we realized We lived in the same area, exchanged phone numbers and emails, and started hanging out, and it just took off from there. I'm afraid Vlad the Impaler is long before my time, so no, never met him. Do I have any favorite books or movies? I love the novels by Jane Austen quite a lot. As for movies, well, obviously I don't like vampire movies, or horror movies in general. I do like nice romantic dramas or romantic comedies. I like those quite a bit. And I love French films quite a lot. There's just something interesting about them. My favorite moment in life so far? Knowing I'll live forever? It was when my friend became my lover, and we realized that now that he had been turned, that we can be together for all of eternity. That was my favorite moment. Do I miss being human? Sometimes, but mostly it's because I miss my home and my family. My taste buds have dulled to human food, but I still enjoy it from time to time. Especially cake and ice cream, macarons. Sweet things I can taste more easily. There are various vampire leaderships that belong to different organizations all over the world, but in modern times they choose to cooperate rather than compete because, well, there's a lot of rogue vampires out there, and hunters as well, so we try to work together to keep the rogue ones in check and the hunters at bay. Is that better? I think it's a software glitch on my end. Let me try restarting the software. If you want me to stay like this, say yes. If not, say restart software. Is that any better? It's actually 8:15 p.m. for me. Speaking of which, I'm going to take a break from Ruby to give away the last poster, okay? Okay. Here is the last poster. It is also signed. It is the Sasha, Nika, Takara sleepover party. Yep, it is a full-size poster. So if you like the poster, once again the rules are you have to be in the US, Canada, Mexico, or parts of Europe where it's not insanely expensive to ship to, because I don't want it to cost twice as much or 3 times as much to ship as it was to print these. So I am limited. I cannot ship to Latin America, I cannot ship to Asia, and I can't ship to Australia, New Zealand, or the Pacific Islands. Okay, so, take note. The question to win this poster is, which video do you hear Takara, Sasha, and Nika all speak together? That says they all have speaking roles in the same video. It is an actual video. It is an ASMR roleplay video where the 3 of them do have speaking roles. You don't have to use the actual title because it's a long one, just the gist of the video. And it looks like we have an answer. Bruva, Crispy seems to have answered first, and that is correct.
Do you not want the poster, Bruva? Okay, the second person to answer correctly, I believe, was Josh, the producer. So congrats, Josh. You won. Oh, thank you, Bruva. Alright, that's it for this month's poster giveaway. I've given away 3 of them. I may give it away separately in a video, but the Nika poster from the 10,000 stream giveaway was never claimed. So there may be a video in the future where I will be giving away the Nika poster, but it won't be a stream, it'll be a video. So that should give more people a fair chance to get that. Oh yes, there will be more Ico in the future. See you next video, Kevin. I would like to apologize that most of this video was Q&A, or the stream was Q&A. A lot of you had a lot of questions, so I didn't get much RP time. It is about 8:30 my time, and I would like to grab some dinner, chill out, and relax before I do my stream for Patreon in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, any final questions for me before I go? And I promise the next stream will have more roleplay time if people don't bombard me with a ton of questions. Back-to-back streams, how do I do that? A lot of energy from coconut water. That's how I do it. Thank you everyone for coming and watching. Thank you for enjoying, and thank you for putting up with the technical glitches and interruptions. I don't have the best internet, and sometimes software likes to glitch. It happens. I'm going to try to make these streams a monthly thing. The exception, I may not be able to do one in September, as towards the end of September I will be away at a family thing and under a lot of stress. So I may do combined September, October one, beginning of October. But I will try to do this once every month or once every 2 months. And definitely to celebrate a major subscriber milestone. Like I did one for 10,000. Maybe I'll do a big one for 20 or 25,000. So please keep liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos. Put the good word out there so I get more subs and more cool stuff will happen. And if you want to support me and see well over like 50 pieces of bonus content you can't see anywhere else, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It's really not that much every month, and you get access to a ton of content, streams, podcasts, all kinds of cool stuff. And remember the Aiko Dakimakura body pillowcase and the Kalia Dakimakura body pillowcase, like the one I have right here, will be available for you to purchase starting tomorrow. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy this stream, and I'll see you all in the next videos. Good night, everybody. Mwah. See y'all later. Good night.